Well, good morning, everybody. It's early in the morning on August the 9th, and this video probably won't get out for, a week and a half or so yet. There's a video ahead of it, so it'll be a week from this coming Saturday before it goes out. And I'm going to be doing some harvesting, but starting off with a look at Halvor's petunia. Those are the hybrid petunia that Halvor in Norway. Yeah, Norway. Halvor in Norway bred them. And I think this is my second time for growing them. I've saved seed last year and they did quite well. So we'll have a little look at what I'm harvesting this morning. I harvested the rest of my garlic a couple of days ago. I had two beds, two of those raised 4-foot square beds, and one bed I got some decent sized heads of garlic out of, and some medium and smaller ones as well, but a few really good sized ones. And the other bed was quite similar to what I took out of the hoopos, sort of all medium and small sized heads. So evidently I need to do some work on that soil. I'm going to be planting a cover crop of buckwheat on it right away, but they've just been sitting in this basket, and I'm just about to put them up overhead in the loft in the cabin so that they can dry. And I don't clean them up until they've, dried, cured, whatever. But I'll show you what I mean by size here. Those are about the largest, I guess, if that's in the camera, yeah. And that's respectable. I don't know, 7, 8, 9 cloves to the head, not terribly large, but I cannot remember the name of the variety that I bought last year. But I'll save these larger heads for planting in the fall. I probably won't plant as much as I did. I just felt that I had to plant it all last year. I think I bought a pound of seed garlic, and it was several large heads like this, and it ended up being a lot more than I need, but I planted it all anyway. And then a lot of them are much smaller. Give you sort of a range here, I guess. Anywhere from sort of medium to these ones here being sort of small, but again, all usable, and once they're cured they should last me all winter anyway. I've been eating and enjoying the beets for, well over a month now, I guess. The foliage is starting to die back a bit, and it's too tough now to eat as greens, at least most of it is. May be able to salvage some of it, but I think perhaps most of them are about as large as they're going to get, and I'm concerned about them getting woody. If you leave them too long, they tend to toughen up. So beets will store quite well in the refrigerator for a long time. I'll be able to eat them as fresh vegetables, and there may be enough here that I may do some canning with them a little later on. But I have a few already planted for a second crop, not as many as I thought I was going to have. I'll show them down here, I guess. And I have a few more that can go in once I've pulled everything out there, but not very many. And I think I'm also going to plant a green manure crop in here, some more of the buckwheat as I remove crops, because I do plant in the soil in here some. The only thing that I plant in pots are the peppers and tomatoes, and I guess the eggplant are this year. So I'll show you what I get for beets as soon as I get them pulled. Well, that looks a lot different. I will show you the harvest that I got. I'm pleased with it, but it amazes me in a space as small as this, and the same spacing, obviously the same soil, the variety of sizes that you get. Some are very small, there's 3 varieties, but within each variety, the difference in the sizes that you get in a little area like this, it has been watered, all been watered the same fertility in the soil, and you get, in the same variety, you get some nice big ones, and you get some medium ones, and you get some small ones, and they're all planted the same day. But I'll show you the harvest. Well, I have my work cut out for me. I've got to get those all washed and the tops cut off of them. I'll show you the final pile in just a few minutes. I think maybe she's bored. I'm cleaning beets and she's gone over to the cabin, sunning on the deck on the little doorstep outside the door. That's a reasonable harvest, I would say. Keep me in beets for quite a while anyway. As I said before, I guess I'm growing 3 varieties. This cylindrical one, that's probably about the largest, and there are many that are smaller. I'll show you some smaller ones in a second here. And trying to read my own handwriting, and I have it on the tag as either Tavnus or Tarnus, Tarnus or Tavnus, cylindrical beet. I've never grown them before, and I'll try to show you some there. Like, there are a number of them that are that small. I'm going to spread these out in the sun and to dry before I put them in the refrigerator, and I'm going to select out all of the small ones and cook them all at once and use them first. This is one that's called Detroit Red Superior. Now, I'm quite sure that Detroit Red is an heirloom open pollinated variety, and I just noticed that they've added the word superior to this one, so I don't know if that means there's been some further hybridization or what, but they're a nice beet. There's probably some down in there that are actually larger than that. And the third variety is called First Crop, and that's about as large as they get. They're an early variety, and those were the ones that I started using first, so they grow very quickly and are ready to eat long before these other 2 varieties are. Unfortunately, I have some mold damage. I'm really worried about digging my potatoes, how many moles are in that patch, but like, that's about close to the worst, I guess. I can show you on one of the round ones. Maybe 5 or 6 altogether. 3 or 4 are this bad that I'm just going to throw out, and some of the other ones just have a little bit of chewing on them. I will cut them in half and discard that half and cook the other half, I guess. Anyway, there are the beets harvested. They're going to go out in the sun to dry, and then I'll put them in the refrigerator to store them for a few weeks. Continuing on with the harvest, I just picked what might be the last of the blue potted peas. There's still quite a few left on the vines, but I will probably let those continue to mature so I can save them for seed for future years. I like to grow them at least every 2 or 3 years to make sure the seeds stay viable. Don't seem to be able to speak English this morning. And I pulled the first of the carrots. These are from the multicolored packet. Sort of a darker orange there, a white one, another white one, a lighter orange, and this one is sort of yellow. So not terribly large yet, but some of them are getting there. That's a nice fat one there, and that looks like a nice carrot. So some of them still very long and slender. So hopefully we get the rain that's forecast for this coming weekend, and decent weather in the fall. They'll continue to grow. To close this video off, my 3rd potato reveal. This time they are Nicola, a variety that I grew for the first time last year, and I liked them, so they're some of the seeds that I bought from Eagle Creek, I think is the name of the outfit in Alberta, I guess, in Western Canada. It's Alberta. First thing I come across is a small worm and a big fat slug. That's not good. Well, the worms are alright, I guess. I don't want to harm them. This pot has been dying off now for about 10 days or so, I'm sure it wasn't going to develop anymore. It's time to find out what's in there, I guess. And not bad. Nice and clean, no scab or anything. Again, another small variety. I have a couple of varieties out in the garden, in the ground, that should produce larger potatoes. Rocco, which is a red potato, very nice potato. and it is supposedly is a good storer, so I don't think I have enough that I'll be storing them for any great amount of time. It's a nice size one, but they will probably be the last ones that I dig, so that I can store them until they're gone, I guess. Well, this is looking okay. I didn't mention, I guess this is from 2 seed potatoes again. I even eat the little teeny ones when I'm cooking them, so I'll save everything. We still have not had any serious rain, but this weekend, which will be 13th and 14th, I think. First, it was forecast for heavy rain both Saturday and Sunday. And now they've changed it for some rain on Sunday. They keep changing it. We'll probably get what we usually get here. Nothing. Boy, things are dry. They have to hand water every day, or almost every day, every bed. And that's a seed, I guess. Big concern here. Not on town water or anything on my own well. I've had no problems yet, but that's the other seed potato. But you have to be very careful. Water sparingly. And I think that's everything. Again, I will make no guess as to the weight because I'm rubbish at guessing. When I guess, it's usually way off. I either go too high or too low. But that's a fair little harvest. Wouldn't mind seeing more, but you get what you get, I guess. So that's Nicola. Thank you very much for watching. This will close down this week's video.